But all right, cool. We'll jump into our last segment of the show, which is our topic of the week. So this is something that originally we were going to cover as just a regular news piece, but Adnan brought up a really great point that this is kind of like a big news. Like, I don't think this has been done before, and we wanted to talk about it. So basically, to give you guys background on the topic, earlier today, actually, at the time of this recording, Telltale Games gave details on the release date and details itself for their upcoming game series Minecraft Story Mode. So they said that the game will debut digitally worldwide, the first episode, on Tuesday, October 13th. But then they said that it'll be hitting retail on October 27th in North America and October 30th in Europe and Australia. And everyone's like, well, that's kind of weird, the retail release, like a week after the digital release. And that's because they're doing something unique and different with this retail release. So normally Telltale releases all the episodes in a Telltale game series, and then a few months later releases a retail box copy that has all of those episodes, on a disc that you could just play. You don't have to download anything. You pop the disc in, you play the episodes, that's it. This time around, the retail release is actually going to only feature on the disc only one episode, and that's the initial debut episode of the series. And then basically the disc is being dubbed a season pass disc, and once you stick it in and you activate it, you have access to the rest of that season pass. So, like, as if you normally bought the game digitally. So you would have to still download the rest of the episodes, and the only thing you wouldn't have to download is the first episode. So the future episodes would automatically be unlocked for download whenever they come out, whenever they're released. And, Anna and I were like, this is like the first time this is really weird that they're doing this. So we wanted to kind of like just talk about that concept in general of like releasing the base episode, not even like a base game and then releasing DLC like they've been doing, releasing the base episode on disc. My first thought, Adnan, is what a waste of a Blu-ray, right? Like a Blu-ray disc is like, how much data? It can like hold like 50 gigabytes of data, and here's this like 3 gigabyte episode.
There's actually a disc in that.
Yeah, there is a disc, and you stick the disc into it's being dubbed. It's literally being marketed as a season pass disc. So there's a physical disc inside of it.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, my kind of thing is, why don't you just put because the thing is, I just expect one of those hanging cards or something that have the codes on them.
Yeah, like they did that with Patapon 2, I think, on PSP a long time ago.
For me, the concept is you install it onto the kind of on the PS4 or whatever you're playing on.
Right.
Then you just keep loading the disc up to play the game. I mean, like most of my Telltale games, I just download anyway from the store.
Right.
So I can just directly and like obviously download them and I don't have to disc. It's kind of a bit more of a nonsense, isn't it?
Yeah. Like what a middleman you have to do. Always stick in that disc. Like what a bitch, right? Like just what's the point?
I think it's a ludicrous and stupid idea, because kind of what it's doing is abstracts the idea that this is why those kind of ideas were killed off in kind of like physical boxes of games being released in Telltale sense, because the entire point is that games like that were meant to be downloaded digitally, because it's episodic based and everything else. But playing Devil's Advocate, I understand why they're doing it, because it's Minecraft Story Mode. It's factoring off the fact that it's Minecraft. You know how big of a craze that game became.
Yeah.
It's
you
kind
put
of like
that on the shelves, and everyone's gonna fucking buy that. Yeah,
that's why it's trying every common player was on Minecraft at one point. Even the people who never saw interest in it finally got onto it. I think they try to capitalize on the sales factor they could get from retail stores. I think people don't know. I think it's just not a good idea. For me, I won't be buying Minecraft Story Mode. I don't think I'm a little bit sick and fed up of Telltale stories, and the fact that it takes like a year and a half to complete an episodic series. But it's really interesting to hear that actually have gone ahead and done it. I'd be very interested to see sales figures afterwards and see if it's worth the idea. Then the point but yeah, it's what you say, Chris. It's like literally wasting a Blu-ray disc.
Yeah, that's my first thought.
It's like if Don't Know Entertainment did with Life is Strange, I'd be like, wait, why? Like, why is this even? Because they've said they'd love to see the game released afterwards, collectively 5 episodes on a disc.
Right.
And yeah, I can see that, because then there's a factor behind it. Same with like when I started playing The Walking Dead season 1 and 2, and like I was waiting to get it on, like, you know, I wanted to buy a physical copy at first, but then I eventually downloaded it. But the option was there, because obviously I think people, like, sometimes like myself, I didn't want to download all 5 episodes at first, but then I just like caved in. But it's just weird how it's doing. It's like you canonically you're following the release, but it's coming out a week after the game initially launches, so people who've already played it aren't going to really go and buy it on disc.
Right.
And I don't know, but I think the more killer thing to sell it would have been like there's a disc option where it gives you extra content, like, you know, behind the scenes footage and stuff.
That would,
like,
just
the extra bonus. I think that's the one thing that we've always kind of like overlooked and overappreciated as well. Well, underappreciated, the fact that we don't have like what DVDs had, like, you know, old school DVDs. They were a big factor of selling like to the market, was the fact that you get the DVD, get behind the scenes documentary, commentary, stuff like that. I would kill for like, well, obviously the but I mean, like, you know, MGS5 where Kojima commentates and kind of gives you behind the scenes documentaries, and obviously he does in Phantom Pain. But I mean, like, just those, you know, extra discs with each games,
right?
Like, so I'm a huge thing. I remember watching the all the Naughty Dog stuff they posted, like in the making The Last of Us.
Oh yeah, I love that, man. Those documentaries they put on there, they're excellent. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the history of Naughty Dog, the dev conferences. I think that'd be great. I think that's the extra initiative to sell it on disc-based things. I mean, it'd give you a purpose as well to fill up the Blu-ray with it, like with something.
Right.
But with, like, giving an empty disc with like the fact that you can download episodes. Yeah, it's a very strange.
It's kind of like, you know, to give another example about this, I didn't know about this. I read about this prior to the release of the game. But did you know in some markets, they actually sold a physical copy of the Phantom Pain? And you know what the physical copy was, dude? It was a disc that when you popped it in, it was a DVD disc that when you popped into your PC, would install, I'm not making this up.
Oh, it's a Steam installer,
Steam installer, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not the game or any of its data. It's literally the installation data for the Steam app that allows you to gain access to the data of the game. Like, you know, it's one of those type of things. Like, what is the point? At least that was a DVD, you know? Like, that would have been, like, fucking the worst thing if it was a Blu-ray disc. But
I mean, it's not as bad as like the GTA one on PC, which has like 16 discs or something, like 8 discs.
Oh shit! I didn't hear about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, have a look at the actual boxing. I feel like some of the sites, like other websites, have done like unboxings.
Oh, for GTA 5, you mean? The new one?
For GTA 5.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. It's all on DVDs, isn't it? Which kind of says everything like about selling a game like that. But yeah, I mean, I read about this Phantom Pain one. That was hilarious. From a Steam install.
Like biggest troll box ever. Like, oh, sweet, Phantom Pain. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, because the fact is, those kind of things, you can't even sell them to like places that have like shit internets or people who literally go to stores to buy stuff, because you need a good internet anyway to like download the thing. Like, if it was all downloading the discs, then yeah. I think the other thing is that they're not putting everything on the disc because people hack into them.
That's
like, you
true.
know, we live in a day and age where fucking everyone hacks into something. I just read something about MGS when we were literally doing the show. I saw something like caught my eye was someone's unlocked MGS5 DLC due for the Phantom Pain.
That's interesting
because like we're using mods because there's like a few things here and there on the in the actual game script. Yeah. So I was like, okay, fair enough, that's interesting. But it kind of says everything, like you have to be very careful, and they can't really put all of the episodes in there. And obviously Telltale don't, you know, they build episodes after each one's release. I just have more of a prediction of when they're going to get the series complete. Like Telltale series finishes 2020.
Yeah, that's another thing. I don't think it's going to end in 2016. That's something that's going to take so much time because they have the Michonne thing is coming out this year as well. So, but yeah, that I agree, man. I think it's just an odd idea. I certainly hope this doesn't become a trend. I wouldn't see the appeal to this. I mean, I'm not going to get this game anyway. I'm kind of like all telltaled out personally. But like to anyone if I was buying it, I would just download it. I mean, especially because, you know, there's some people that they buy now physical copies because they want to like be able to erase a game and just install it if they ever want to play it again. You know, you erase a game, you pop in the disc, you install it again. It's a lot quicker than having to download it and then install it and all that. so like that's the whole reason why I switched from digital to physical, because I did digital for the first year at PS4, and then I started running out of space. But so I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Getting this, it doesn't matter because you have to download those things anyway. So if you delete everything, you're actually just it's irrelevant. You're just going to save like a gigabyte or something, or 2 gigs. There's really no point. So yeah, it's a really dumb idea. I mean, I wrote the article on GamerHeadlines.com, and as I was even before I wrote it, I just really had to stop and think take a moment to reflect on that and be like, this is just really silly to do. But
the back of mind just sound like shit. This is actually
But you make a really good point, dude. I think the reason why they're doing this as opposed to what they usually do, which is the normal releasing all the content all at once on retail when it's over. I think you're right. I think it is because of the Minecraft thing. I mean, you see Minecraft story mode. It's a perfect title to market that,
Yeah. It's the same like anything Frozen related. It's marketed on solely the fact that you have to get things out. Like, obviously, Disney realized that the massive window of like sales they missed with Frozen, they're kind of like lapsing it up now.
Oh yeah, big time.
But they won't make they'll make a big return, but not as big as they would have done had they gone the way. But now kind of it's established brand, if they do Frozen 2, which they probably are, they're going to have productions worth of stuff ready. And like say if a game was going to make it, they'd have it on the retail shops. Doesn't matter how shit it is, it's just having it on there.
Yeah. And it'll sell. I mean, that'll definitely kick in the high gears because it promotes itself. People, you take families out and they see, like Minecraft story mode, kid impulse buy immediately. Or if you're just a Minecraft person, you're like, I gotta get impulse buy.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. It sells. It's the name. That's what Telltale's has always done successfully, and because their games are sold so well, because they build games on established brands. That's the future. Right. Walking Dead, Tales from the Borderlands. Everything is built on something. Game of Thrones. They're making things on established brands. But it's interesting that the Minecraft one's different from obviously Game of Thrones. You think Game of Thrones is on a high level of selling factor as Minecraft, but obviously Minecraft, you look at the history of it, my God, it shows what kind of a phenomenon it became. And I think obviously they really do want to kind of see if it's maybe it's a template for their future projects.
Yeah,
that's the bigger thing as well. Maybe it's a starting point for something grander.
That's true.
They're envisioning the boss's dream.
Grand experiment.
Yeah,
that's my skull face.
in Africa,
Savior's been hiding for too long. Such a lust for retail products. And Telltale's like us. But yeah, I agree, man. That could be their future intention. This is definitely one of those let's check it out. Let's see how it works. Let's see if it works out. I agree. Going back to what you said, I would be very intrigued to see on what platform the game sells more on. If there is a boost in sales in general, or if maybe the retail product sells more, or how people are going to react to that. Because there's going to be Joe Schmo that walks in to pick it up, and they're like, what the fuck? Download? What is this bullshit? Where's the other episodes? This game's so short. This is horse crap. And then they go and they return it or something,
Yeah, definitely. It's just one of those things. It's hard to see.
And that, another aspect we didn't touch up on is selling that as a used game. Is there going to be a code inside the disc? And if the code is used up, is the disc basically worthless? Because then what? If you return it back to GameStop and it becomes a used game, you're only getting one episode. So you can't sell it at full price. You should sell it for $5. Because
I remember picking up the Arkham collection or something your PS3.
Uh-huh.
The 2 downloadable codes on there with Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, and obviously Arkham Asylum and Arkham City were the downloadable codes. Arkham Origins was on the disc. Obviously the codes didn't work, so I bought it pre-owned. And yeah, I don't think it has any resale value. That's the only thing.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
You're just getting a blank disc.
Yeah. You're getting a $50. Or no, I guess it would be $20 or $15. GameStop usually marks off $5. $15 for the first episode that you could buy online for what, $5? So I would like the $15 version of the $5 game disc or first episode, please. That's
the point where you have to start reconsidering your entire life when you're buying a game. That's on a disc. Well, you're buying
Yeah.
a disc in a box,
Yeah,
which has like 4 episodes in it. Like that first one might not even work. It's just a weird one. It's a really weird one.
Yeah, I can't wait to see like there's going to be threads on Reddit. People like, I bought this game used and it only has 1 episode. What's up with that? You know,
I put in the disc and I got a Steam installer for the Phantom Pain. What the fuck is going on here?
yeah, like, why? I didn't even know PS4 could do Steam. Like, that's what amazed me. I love the Phantom Pain, but
You just see like you hear Sheeta's face like crackling in the corner. But I think I'm done with this conversation. I think I'm exhausted.
yeah, no, we're definitely done. That's all she wrote for now. But all right, guys, that's it for this week's episode. Be sure to follow the Gamer Headlines Show on Twitter at TGH Show and like our official Facebook page, the Gamer Headlines Show, for up-to-date episodes from Gamer Headlines' official podcast. Additionally, the Gamer Headlines Show can be found on Podbean, Stitcher, iTunes, YouTube, and of course, as always, right here at GamerHeadlines.com. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll be here next week for another episode. Take care.
See you later, guys. Take care.